If you think about connection, and I talk a lot about connection in my work, connection is our ability to forge meaningful, authentic relationships with other people. I believe that connection is the essence of the human experience. It is what breathes lives and gives meaning to our lives. If you think about connection on a continuum, what I have learned is that anchoring this end of that continuum is empathy. It is what moves us toward deep, meaningful relationship. On the other side of the continuum connection is shame. It absolutely unravels our relationships and our connections with other people. And so to study shame and empathy and to ask people to engage in a national conversation about these things just for the sake of knowing shame and empathy, I think it might be too big of a question, too big of a favor to ask people to talk about it just for that sake. But what I have learned is that if we want to understand connection, if we want to understand what really fills our human spirit, we have to understand what anchors both ends of that continuum. The vulnerability piece is, if you imagine this continuum almost like an equalizer on a stereo, and it has a little knob that you can move, that knob is vulnerability. When we are in our best vulnerability, meaning open, willing to share not only our strengths with people, but our struggles, that moves us towards empathy. Empathy is about being vulnerable with people in their vulnerability. It's about being with folks. If you slide that knob on the continuum, over to shame, that's vulnerability at its worst. That's when I can't let you see these pieces of me because I fear that it will cause disconnection.